Have you ever wondered what makes the difference between the 9% of people that hit their New Year's resolutions and the other 91% that don't quite get there and look back every year with regret? In this video, we're going to talk about the 5 things that I did to finally hit my New Year's resolution around my health. I'm going to share them with you, and at the very end, I'm going to give you a bonus little tip on what to do when you fall off the course a little bit. So let's hang around for that. Let's get started. So in 2023, my New Year's resolution was around my health. And the reason I knew that it had to be my resolution was literally changing my 2-year-old's diaper. And my back went out to the point where I couldn't walk for 3 days. I'm 35 years old at the time, and I remember thinking to myself, I have got to get my health together, because if I can't even change my 2-year-old's diaper, I'm not going to be able to play with him when he's 5, 7, 10, 12, like I want to as his father. And so I just remember that very vividly, and I went on this journey as 2023 was approaching at the time to get myself in better health. And these 5 things we're going to talk about, you can apply to anything. You can apply it to health. You can apply it to networking. You can apply it to financial. You can apply it to relational. You can apply it to parenting. You can apply it to your marriage. You can apply it to your faith. These 5 things will help you get there if you take them day by day, step by step, and they're easier and more simple than you think. So, number 1, set your goals based on growth, not based on a final destination. Makes a huge difference for a couple of different reasons. One is it allows yourself to be encouraged versus discouraged. So let's use an example in my journey, or let's use an example in a financial world. Let's say you want to save $1,000 a month. And if that's your goal, you save $1,000 a month. If we hit it, yay. If we don't, that kind of stinks. Because if we enter the year saying I want to save $1,000 a month, chances are I'm not saving any money right now. Right? If I go into the year thinking about the goal, if I only save $800 in January, I'm discouraged. I was supposed to save $1,000. I had missed the goal. I saved $800. I'm a little bummed. But if I go in growth-minded versus goal-minded, I've now saved $800 more in January than I did in December. And so it gives me the fuel to be able to take the next step to keep going in February versus the discouragement to say, I'm already off track in January. Let's flush the whole thing and hit the reset button. And so step number 1, focus on growth mindset versus goal mindset. Check out this math equation that shows exactly what 1% compounded growth looks like every single day over the course of a year versus just looking to hit a goal. You'd be shocked at how much further along you are at the end of the year. So number 2, make sure that the people around you know about your growth target. And so for me, I told my wife, hey, listen, I want to eat healthier. I want to exercise more. I want to do it for my family. And what that does is it allows her and my kids to be my support system. So it's not necessarily as much an accountability measure as it is an encouragement measure. And so anytime we wanted to go eat pizza, or we wanted to get Chipotle at the end of a week, or we wanted to have ice cream at the end of a dinner, especially early on, she kind of gut checked me a little bit based on what I told her I wanted at the end of the year and what I wanted to be in terms of my health for my family when I talked to her about this in December. And so step number 2 is just get somebody in your corner that you can be honest, open, and transparent with as you're going on that journey. Makes a world of a difference. Number 3, be specific and be singular. So let's go into the second thing first, be singular. So many people walk into the new year, they say, I want to get in better shape, I want to save more money, I want to save more for retirement, and I want my marriage to be better. Well, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff all at one shot. And so be singular in, I would rather hit 1 growth target than have 4 goal targets and hit none of them at all. And so I'm going to be singular in my focus, and I'm going to be specific. I can't just say I want to get healthier. I got to say, okay, I got to break that down. I want to get healthier. What does that mean? Right? What do I need to do for my diet? What do I need to do for exercise? What do I need to do with my calendar? What do I need to do with what I do in my spare time? What do I need to do with snack here, snack there? Listen, I'm a father of 2 kids, right? My kids are now 4 and 7. It's real easy to eat the last couple bites of the peanut butter and jelly. It's real easy to have the last couple bites of the ice cream cone after they're done. Those things add up. And so what am I going to do specifically around this growth target to keep myself on track to get to where I want to go? Number 4, track it every day. Now, I will be very transparent and tell you this was the toughest one for me because I just don't have time to track things like that. You know, I used to tell myself at the beginning of the year, I just don't have time to do that. And so what I found is the little things add up more than I thought. And so for me, I downloaded a couple apps that tracked how many calories I burned when I exercised, and it tracked the caloric intake that I had every single day for every bite of food and every liquid that entered my body. And so I specifically did that every day. If I had the last 3 Cheez-Its from my child's plate, I tracked that bad boy. And the reason why is what it does is it opens up my eyes to say, man, those little things over time add up. Those little things make the difference. And it allows me to get a real barometer of what's going in my body. So you could apply that to your financial goals. Let's say you want to save, $1,000 a month from our previous example. Well, if you don't have a budget and you don't track every single dollar that is going in and out of your bank account intentionally, at the end of every month, you're going to go, where's all my money? And the reason I know that that's the case is because that's what's happening now. You're going, I'm bringing home $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 a month. Where is all of our money going? And usually it's $12 at Target here, $34 at Amazon there. It's not a big purchase. It's not a big deal. It's the $4 Starbucks that was just impromptu on the way to the T-ball game. It's, hey, we don't feel like cooking, so we're going to eat out, and it costs us $90 because we're a family of 4 and food's not cheap, right? The 5th thing, and this one's a biggie, give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. You're a human. You are not going to bat 1,000 on this growth journey. It's okay. Give yourself grace along the way. It allows you to make sure that you're growing versus being so militant that if you fall off the wagon for 1 minute, it's the world-ending epitome of failure, and then you just go right back to where you were before. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint, and you got to keep that in mind. So you took a couple of missteps today. You get to go to sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow, and reset and refocus. And so allow yourself some grace. Right? It makes a huge difference in the mental state that you have as you're accomplishing the goal, and it allows you to enjoy the journey along the way. All right, so this leads us to our bonus. What happens when you go a day, a week, or even a month, and you haven't done the things that you said you were gonna do, right? Data will tell us that most people will fall off after 3-4 weeks. So what happens when you do? How do you respond? Own the mistake. Calibrate where the miss was. Write down, physically with a pen and paper, write down, I didn't do this. I didn't track what I should have. I wasn't specific enough. I hung out with people that didn't support my goals. I didn't vocalize my goals enough. I made excuses for myself. Own what created the miss. Then write down, from today forward, in order to correct myself, I will track things daily. I will hold myself accountable. I will be honest and open with the people around me, around my goals. I will not be ashamed of making a mistake and being able to move forward afterwards. If you write down where you missed and then write down what you're specifically gonna do from that day forward, all you're gonna do is stack little wins. The whole name of the game when you write this stuff down is you're gonna stack wins. You're gonna delete mentally the mistake you made for that week or that month, and you're gonna start over. Remember, all you're looking to do with these New Year's resolutions, with these goals you have in 2024, is look back in December 2024 and think, man, I'm glad I did all that, right? Understand, this is a daily journey. This is not an annual thing that is so out of reach that it is untouchable. If you do these 5 things, it'll make a world of a difference as you go into 2024. Have the confidence to take it one day at a time. Allow yourself the grace to know that mistakes are going to be part of the journey. Track everything you got. Make it specific and singular, right? And make it about something that's bigger than you. Your journey will be so worth it at the end of 2024. And it is the night and day difference between getting to where you want to be and being part of the 91% that looks back and hopes that 2025 is actually your year, when 2024 could be yours if you do those 5 things. Hope this helps you. 2024 is yours, but you got to be intentional. We got your back. Let's do it together.